Yes, it's 2021, folks, and we are back. And we have issues to deal with. Let's just deal with them and let me get comfortable, because these are some quite biggies. It's like, to a certain extent, we're out of the frying pan into yet another frying pan in the education space. But at the same time, let's approach this positively. First of all, we're starting the year with still not knowing exactly what teachers will be able to examine on. So the exam boards have still not disseminated to the teachers what will be included in exams and what won't be. So there's still a certain amount of time being wasted. And that time wasting isn't being made any easier by the palaver that is, when do students go back to school? We can't let that drag us. We have to actually be on top of that. And we'll continue to talk about this, and I'll let you know how we're going to do this. But that is the biggest first issue. When do the kids go back to school? And will there be any semblance of calm and secureness and continuousness involved in this process? Because let's face it, when you think about it, we had to deal with a period of time in which we were uncertain about the lay of the land. You know, think back to the start of the first pandemic, where we were uncertain about what exactly was happening, what was being shut down, what was open, furloughing, where everything was going to fall back in place together. And now, try and put yourself in the mind of a young person, okay? They are being told that they're doing exams that will affect the rest of their life in a matter of months. Remember, in the UK, year 11 and year 13 will start in June. Okay? That's a shorter period of time than lockdown 1. And that is when they will start these exams that will affect the rest of their life. And don't think for a minute that they're not aware of time. What they are is frightened. As frightened as we all were when we didn't know what was happening in the world. Well, that's what their position they're in. They don't know what's happening in their world. First of all, think of the mental effect that had on you. And now think about what it will be having on them. It's not pleasant, and it's not being helped by the government at all. But I'm not going to knock the government on this occasion, because, you know, the decisions are quite hard to make, considering that we're dealing with unprecedented times and unprecedented effects and a new variant. We don't know what's going to happen, so it makes life all the more difficult for our young people. But then, at the same time, there's always the option of not having exams at all and having a different method of assessment. But somebody's got to make a decision soon. If they decide to go ahead with the assessments in any form, not just taking what they've done in school, but actually giving them the chance to show what they are capable of, and that would be far better for the mental health of the young people. We need to be prepared, we need to be ready, and I can't stress this enough. Our Innovation Warrior students start today with planning out each topic into chunks of information. So they start off with preparing what they know, what they don't know, what they are reasonably certain about, so that we can plan our time accordingly. If they are given an idea of what they will be examined on, it will make for better use of that time that they are allocating. Okay, so I'll repeat that again. We have limited time available to us, no matter which way we look at it, no matter which school we go to, no matter if we're homeschooled, no matter anything. There's limited time till the summer. So, our innovation warriors are taking a topic. So, let's say within maths, they might take surds. Okay? They need to break surds down from the specification, as we've discussed before, into what they know, what they don't know, and what they're reasonably certain of. That way, they can not spend as much time on what they know, even though that's good for confidence. It's not encompassing enough. What they don't know is where they need to put their efforts in. And what they're reasonably certain of, little bit of effort, but not too much. In this way, they can cover the whole syllabus in a way that is productive to them in the long run. This is all about maximising the time they have to get the best grades that they can get. Top grades is what we deal in. It's all about building those kids' confidence. So that was the first issue, the issue of when they go back. The second issue was, what are they doing when they go back? This is another interrupted year. So how do we actually make up for the interruptions, make up for the social, the self-isolation, make up for all these missing chunks of school, because they are there. I've had a few questions in on this. And one of the approaches that you can do is to actually get a tutor. But at the same time, not every tutor is created equally. You need one which will not only look at the academic side of learning, but also the social and emotional side, and actually take account of what these kids are having to walk through in this time of life. Okay? They're having to actually, they're steering through mud, and they don't have much control over the system, because it's all down to us and the government. So if the government are not going to do it, let's take control. Let's get life moving again. It's 2021. As always, if you've got any questions, please feel free to contact me, jgieducate.com, and you can click the button and get a free, no obligation discussion with me about how to take things forward. Or you can comment in the comments below. You can DM me. Best approach is probably through jgieducate.com, in which you get a time slot. And it's half an hour. It's free. And I'm happy to discuss anything you want to discuss. Let's make 2021 a better year than 2020 in every way possible, and especially for our young people. See you next week, and I'll still be dancing, yes.